I don't know if my profile was shared, but I'm a medical doctor, a lifestyle medicine physician. I'm board certified in that by the American College of Lifestyle Medicine and the International Board of Lifestyle Medicine. And one thing that I've done over the years by the grace of God is that I've worked a lot of women and a lot of men also, high flyers who are, and I've seen how easy it is for women to burn out. Because, and I'm a mother too, I had a baby last year, and we do so many things, and the world expects you to show up regardless, right? Whether you're on your period, whether your period is killing you, everybody expects you to show up. When you have your babies, you are still expected to show up because there's more to life than just being a mother. Although being a mother is a sacred call also. So, and there's a lot that women get to do every day, and nobody's cutting you any slack. And for you to, in fact, and I'm very sorry to say this, but people expect you to fail, kind of, right? That's why there's some companies that do not employ women. They tell you the woman's wahala is too much. Today she's on her period, tomorrow she has a child, tomorrow, So people are already expecting you to fail. And if you are a high value woman, you already know that you didn't come to this world to escort anybody, and you have your goals and you want to crush them. It means that you need every advantage possible. You need every advantage possible because what you're fighting against is a lot. Your male colleague only has maybe work and family issues to, worry about, provision, all of that. But you are basically the core of your family. And even if right now you're not married, you don't have children, that's going to happen by the grace of God if you desire it in the not distant future. So you're going to find out that you have a lot of things going on at the same time, right? So you need every advantage possible. And that is why I'm really happy that you're here, because you don't have time to do it and you don't have time to not hit your goals. When you set the goals, you need to keep them and move on, right? Because there's a lot depending on you. I need you to understand something, and that's what I'm here to show you, that as you're striving for success, right, that your health is your silent partner. If I ask any of you now that was okay, I can share my screen now. Cool. Give me a second. So if I ask any of you now, that what is your greatest asset? People would say education, my connections, I know people,
I didn't hear so.
And all of that. But what if I told you that that's not your greatest asset? What if I told you that your health is actually your greatest asset? When it comes to this success thing, everybody has their goals and everything that they're pushing for. But most people actually do not pay attention to the most important factor when it comes to success. The most important factor, the one thing that every other thing depends on, and that is your health. Because any day that you're not feeling up to it, you would agree with me that any day you're not feeling up to it, that's it. You can't do anything. No matter how gingered you are, no matter how ready you are to take on the world, if your health does not permit you, there's nothing you can do about it, to be honest. And that is why, share, the fact that we are here to set your goals. I'm still having difficulty with sharing. That is why, sorry, I don't know why that is happening. I'm still having difficulty sharing. Why is this happening?
Okay, do you know what? Can you share the document with me and then I can share it for you? How about that? Doc, if you share the document with me, I can share it for you.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can hear you.
I'm sending it to you right now.
Okay, but you have to make me the host again so that I can share. So just click on my name and they'll give you the option of making me the host.
Give me a second. Let me check something. This is already eating into our time, and I'm not happy about it. Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen now?
Not yet, but I think it's coming up. Not yet, but I think it's because it's showing screen share.
Because it will be faster if I'm able to control my screen.
Okay.
How is it? Can you see it now, please?
It's still loading, but I think you can keep talking
Can you see
while
it now?
it's still loading, but I think you can still keep talking while we're waiting for the slides to come up. What do you think?
All right. All right. So, your health is your power. Goals for a stronger 2025. All right. So, and this is the High Value Woman's Guide to Health and Wellness for this year. So, like I was saying earlier, we don't have time anymore. If I asked you what's your asset for your business or your success was for this year, you're going to tell me different things. Education, my experience, I've worked in social place for a while and all of that. And all those things are going to be correct as being assets, but they are not your greatest asset. You know, your health, everything else depends on your health. And for a woman who is high achieving, who has goals and everything, your health is non-negotiable, right? And there is a connection between wellness and professional success. And we'll be talking about that in a few minutes. And one last thing is that you must create, or you must have the mindset of creating a legacy of health and influence. It's not just about just making money alone. A legacy is also very important because the fact that a woman wears a lot of hats also means that she has a lot of inspiration to give. A lot of people are looking up to you. And yes, the society might not really expect you to succeed 100%, but there are many people who, if you succeed, will be inspired to. And those people include your children, other women around you who are looking up to you, and in fact, the rest of the world. So when you hit it, when you make it, right, it means that a lot of people, as I say, if you train a woman, you train a nation, right? So let's take let's take a look at this. So as a woman, like I said earlier, your biology has a lot of things going on. You have period, you have childbearing and all of that. So your health becomes your edge. Don't joke with it because you cannot afford to break down in the middle of hitting your goals. Also, mental clarity helps you outperform in challenging situations. Once upon a time, the power rested on physical strength, and that's why men succeeded. I'm talking to women here now, but women, the brain doesn't really know the difference. You understand? And it's been proven by science that women are more intelligent. Women can multitask. So you need mental clarity to be able to outperform in this world, in a man's world, basically. So physical wellness supports executive presence. When you walk in, okay, for example, now on this call, many of you have told me, oh, you look beautiful, I like your smile. Physical looks matter. Let's not deceive ourselves. When you walk in, if this was a physical presentation now, and you walk in, the way you look, the way you walk, the way you appear matters to people. People first, let's say, rate you based on how you look before you even open your mouth, right? So all these things matter, and that is why your health matters. When you come in looking weak, you're already seen as weak. When you come in looking tired, so you want to make sure that you're strong enough, you look good enough to command respect. Before you even open your mouth to speak, that your presence commands respect. Now, emotional stability is something that we also overlook. But women, we're emotional, and we can't run away from that. So you need to create a space for yourself where you are stable emotionally, where your mind works, where you are not depressed, where you're not, anxious, where you function optimally, right? So I need to enhance leadership capabilities. I've heard jokes from men because I was in marketing where they'll say things like, this woman, maybe your period, the blood is too hot, all those kind of things. They make jokes about it. But you see, it actually has a negative side to it because people think, oh, we can't have a female president. I've heard that joke before because the day that she's on her period, she's going to cause a war. So your emotional stability enhances your leadership capabilities. People need to see you as strong, as firm, as stable, even under pressure. And you can't have that if you're under stress all the time, if you're always anxious. So these are some of the things that, which is what we're here to do. One of the things that we have here is stress management. So we need to be able to handle our emotions. Your brain needs the right kind of food. It needs rest to decide properly. Science has proven that any day that you do not sleep well or you do not eat well, you cannot reason very well. That's why they say that a hungry man is an angry man. You're not thinking clearly. You're hungry. You're not thinking very clearly. But you need to feed your brain the right kind of food. That's why there's something called brain food, because your brain requires specific kind of nutrients to function very well. So if you're going to succeed the way you want to, your brain needs to be working. You cannot, this is not the era of industrial era where people used to carry blocks and do a lot of things, where physical strength was the currency. Mental stress is is the currency now. So you need to be able to fire on all cylinders. And that is why you need to feed your brain exactly what it needs. And you need to rest, you need to sleep. If you've not rested, if you've not slept, you'll be thinking, in fact, you already know, right? I would have asked more questions about this, but we don't really have time. So, but you can agree with me that any day that you do not sleep for, you're cranky, you're not thinking clearly, things are not just working well for you. That day you might just have a very bad day. So you need your brain to be working. Now, your energy levels affect your ability to lead and inspire teams. Your team will reflect your leadership. So if your energy is high, your team's energy will be high. You can't come in drowsy. If you've worked in a government parastatal, some of them are just lousy, behaving anyhow, just be doing, you find out that the entire department will be behaving like the leader. Everybody just be doing anything anyhow. And that is not a recipe for success, especially if you want to do your own thing. You need to have very high energy levels. You had Mrs. Sioma talking today. You can hear her voice. It's high. You understand? Energy is high. So that's what we need. And sickness will dampen it. Health issues can derail career momentum at critical moments. When you are trying to hit your goals, when you're trying to achieve something, boom, sickness. You're admitted in the hospital. You can't think. Different things are just going on. You find out that you might lose opportunities and you cannot afford that. Career advancement for women will coincide with peak childbearing years. That's just the truth. Many times, unfortunately for us, we have a biological clock and it's ticking, right? So you might be like, you cannot really delay your career just because of children, and you might not be able to delay children because of career. So you might have to do the both of them at the same time. So that means you need to be strong. You need to be very strong. That's why your health has to come first. Your good health will reduce confidence and authority. When you walk into a room, people should know that somebody has entered. Physical stamina enables consistent high performance. I was listening to Patrick Bet David, and he said, look, the key to longevity is health. Because when your computers are tired, all of you are doing the same thing in the same field, but your strength to go further, 1 hour more, 2 hours more, 10 years further, 20 years further, that is what separates everybody else. Right? High performance, being able to do things at a higher rate, faster rate than other people. You can't do that if you're having headache. You can't do that if you're in hospital today and out tomorrow. You need to be moving. You need to be able to, outsmart people, outdo people, outbeat people. Now, self-management becomes crucial. As you are growing, your children are growing, you have your home, you have your career, you have more things, you're getting bigger, God is blessing you. But you're having more responsibilities, which means more stress. What does that mean? You need to start learning how to control stress. You need to know how to control so that you can step up. So that when things are going, wrong, you are the voice of reason. You're calm under pressure. Stress management is so important. And stress can cause a lot of illnesses, high blood pressure, and all of that. So you need to get under control. Otherwise, this can derail your advancement. Preventive care would avoid all of this. So you need to step in front of it before it happens, right? So that your career is not interrupted. Build a career that lasts decades. All of us here have goals. And I'm telling you that for you to go farther, for you to go 10 years, 50 years, 10, and all of those kind of years, you need to have good health to build a career that lasts decades. You need to break the stereotype. These are Yewa women. These are not ordinary kind of women. These are inspiring, high-value women. So you're not weak. Please say this. Or just say, I am not weak. I want to hear it. Or meet yourself.
I am not weak.
I am not weak.
I am not weak.
I am not weak.
Beautiful. We are not weak. So we are going to
weak.
Thank you very much. We are going to crush all our goals. Now, why do these goals matter? For direction and purpose. You can't be, firing at, thank you so much. Now, look, direction and purpose is so important. You cannot have a broad sense of things. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to live healthy. That's too broad. But when you have goals, you have something, it's like a target and you hit it, right? It's like a GPS that directs you straight to where you need to go. Direction and purpose. Measurable progress. You need to be able to measure where you're going. You can't just, like Miss Soma said today, she said she has lost 5 kg. That's measurable progress. You can see it clearly. Oh, I've lost 5 kg. That's beautiful, right? So you need to have goals so that you can know when you've hit something. Implementation, strategy and implementation. Look, when your goal will guide you, you will not just be shooting in the dark. You know exactly what you're seeing something, you know where you're going, and you hit it. Accountability and commitment. That is why we're in Yewa. That you commit when you write your goals today now, all of us will hold you accountable, right? And you commit to it. We are high-value women. Our word is our bond. We don't break our contract to ourselves. When you write your goal, you're telling yourself, I'm going to achieve this thing no matter what happens. And we don't break our commitment to ourselves, no matter how long it takes we hit our goals. Right? So that's what this community is about. And legacy building. I cannot stop saying this thing. You must build legacy. You must have the mindset of building legacy. Your children are watching. Your husband is watching. The world is watching. And you must succeed. Other women are watching. Because when you succeed, they too will be inspired to succeed. So these goals are going to go straight into goal setting. SMART goals, right? Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, timely. This is how we're going to craft our goals today. Yeah. So clearly define your goal, track your progress, start small and realistic, align with what matters most to you, add a deadline for accountability. This is how we're going to work today, right? Set these goals using the SMART formula for setting goals. We're going to define our goals clearly. We're going to track our progress. We're going to put a measures to track our progress. What are you checking, right? That will show you that you've made progress. And we'll start small and realistic. There's no need to have a very huge goal that you have no plans, that there's no way for you to hit it. Start small and then go big. Align with what matters most to you. What is your core area? You don't need 100 goals. Start, with what matters most. There's something my pastor would always say. There's one thing that everything else, will fall. Like there's one thing that if you hit it, everything else will fall into place. Start with that thing and then expand. Time bound. Add a deadline for accountability. So this is, in fact, we're going to set our goals now. So we're going to see how we're going to do it. So instead of saying, oh, I'm going to be healthier, I'm going to lose weight, what are you going to do to lose weight? I will walk 30 minutes, 5 days a week, starting tomorrow. I'll drink 2 liters of water daily for the next 30 days. I'll go to the gym 4 times every week for the next 3 months. I'll apply a broad spectrum SPF 30. See, are you seeing how specific this sunscreen, this skin one is? You can see how specific it is. So it's specific, it's smart, it's measurable, it's realistic, right? So this is how we're going to set our goals right now. So beware of familiar habits. This is the last thing. It's easy to fall back into the routine you're used to. Your brain loves the familiar. Your brain does this whole thing of the devil I know is better than angel I do not know. But you're going to counter this. How? By accountability. That's why accountability is very important. This might be why you've not been hitting your goals in the past, because your brain will always go back to what is safe, the old routines. But because of accountability, because of Yewa, you're going to be able to stay on track no matter what your brain is saying. So, like I said, start small, use accountability, leverage Yewa, celebrate your progress, and plan for obstacles. Stay flexible and adaptable. Your goals are your goals, but the way to achieve them can change. Things can happen, so you change, right? So, as a movie I love, SWAT, the Honda will say, stay liquid. So be like water. If something is not working, you change to another direction, but your goal remains your goal. All right. So this, in conclusion, think of your health like your investment portfolio. Every small consistent action is a deposit. Make more deposits and less withdrawals. Every bad habit is a withdrawal. And just like in business, the goal is to stay cash flow positive. Your health determines your wealth. Thank you so much for listening to the presentation. And we're going to go straight into the work of the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Marvy. Please, can you guys just drop fire? Drop the fire in the comments, please. Let her know what this session has meant to you. I don't know. The funny thing is that, me and her have been friends for quite a while, but this is actually the first time I'm sitting under her tutelage. And I really learned a lot, and it was really spot on. So she's going to be guiding us through the goal setting segments. We're going to do this for, let's say, 30 minutes, and with the remaining 15 minutes, we're going to ask her questions. We're going to pick our brain, right? So let's just set the goals. Just take out 30 minutes of your time. That you've been sent a Google link and a Google Doc that sort of like guides you on what to fill in your Google link. Dr. Marvy, please, can you project the doc? And like, if you can have like the doc open on one side and the Google link opened on one side, so that we can just take the questions one question at a time and just use the remaining 30 minutes to help people them through their goals. Thank you.
Yes. All right, guys. While I'm trying to pull it up on my screen, open up. I'm sure you have the information already, so please open it up on your own phone. And I'm hoping that you have set your goals, at least you've written down something. And all we are going to do now is to refine those goals, make them better based on all I've talked about. If you've not written your goals, now is the time. Why not stop sharing? Right. So now is the time for you to do that, and at least now you see the importance. Maybe before now you are feeling tired, you are not feeling inspired to set your goals, but now you know how important it is for you to have those health goals. So you can begin to write something while I pull up the document on my screen and share my screen with you. Right. So while we do that, can somebody, anybody at all, from unmute themselves and tell me one thing that they learned from this session, one thing that struck you, one thing that, like a light bulb moment that went off in your head. So I would like to hear that. Can somebody, anybody at all, tell us something that they understood from this? Just unmute yourself and talk.
I picked the part where you spoke about women should take care of their health. That as a woman, we have so many shoes to wear. A woman is a mother, a woman can be a boss at work, you can be an elder sister, you can be different, you can wear different shoes, but you need to focus on your health. That's because for me, that's my major goal for this year, to focus on my health. And that really, it stood out for me. Hello?
Thank you. Yeah,
Can you hear
I
me?
heard you.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank
heard you.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Gift. That was beautiful. Yes. And once we have that at the back of our minds, that drives everything else. Can someone else
Okay,
tell
so
me?
yes,
Okay,
please, if I
hi
can go.
everyone. Thank you so much, Dr.
Okay.
Marvy. I'm Naza. Please confirm you can hear me because my network has been acting up all day. Hello?
We can hear you, Naza.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So what stood out for me was being specific. I know that we set specific goals and all, but I think I've never thought of it when it comes to health and fitness.
Is it just me, or is her line breaking?
Her line is actually breaking. Naza, you can type in the chat. We can't really hear you. So you can type in the chat.
Okay. Thank you.
Sorry about that, Naza. Your point was really nice. So if you can drop it in the chat, it would be nice for everyone to see it. I learned something, if I'm allowed to share as well.
Yes, please.
Okay, I think what stuck out for me was, when you mentioned that a couple of people are actually rooting for you to fail. Maybe not even intentionally. It might not be that you're doing it intentionally, but there's always something about when a woman shows up, they're like, oh, okay. The point you even made where you said that a woman can't be president because of her emotions. The day she's on her period, right? You don't know, she might just burn down the country, right? So I that really resonated with me, and it showed me, the importance of, having emotional stability, period or not, right? How to manage your own emotions, at different times. Then another one that stuck out for me was when you mentioned that, if you appear tired, if you come into a meeting room and you look tired, people will see that you're tired. Sometimes we don't know that people are seeing us. We just rush into the meeting and carry our shoe, just rush. And you're just happy that, oh, I've made it to the meeting. But people can see that you rushed into the meeting. People can see that you're not organized and you're not well put together. So that kind of stuck out for me, the fact that we have to be intentional. So, because we are always rushing. For instance, today, I've rushed a lot. Dr. Marvy was laughing at me. But But what I got was that people see you, right? People see you. And if you think you rushed in and you think, maybe you people don't know you rushed in, people can see that you rushed in. People can see that you're not well prepared. People can see that you're tired. People can see that you're burnt out. So no matter the amount of powder you rub, maybe some powder can cover it too. But it still shows your weaknesses, your tiredness, your tardiness actually still shows. Yeah. So I like that part. And I also, like the part about emotional stability, because sometimes we tell ourselves it's beyond our control. So I'm even thinking now, if I have very bad cramps, is it not better I just call in sick and not show up than come to work with my cramps, cranky, and expecting everybody to understand that I'm on my period. That's why I'm behaving this way. Do you understand? So yeah, that really stuck out for me, and I thought to share. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so all those things matter, and people are paying attention really. And I'm happy that we got that. So, and what you said about sharing one side, I don't know whether my technology is up to that though. I don't want to waste any more time. Sharing the two at the same time. I'm not quite sure. I've done that thing a few times, but I don't know why I'm not able to do
But
that.
I think you can share the questions. Let's just go over the questions. And maybe if you have the Google Doc open, you can just read out the options that people can fill into their docs, because everybody has
Okay.
the link so they can actually see it. But we're just helping out in case there are people who are not able to.
Okay. Give me a second. Because I was actually able to open it up, and I was able to open one on one side, but the second part was an issue. All right. Um, Please, can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can.
All right. I'm going to can press a lot of things now. My computer is not protesting. So these are these are the questions, all right? What are your 3 ultimate smart goals, smart health goals for 2025? Why do they matter to you, right? What are your 5 major dietary goals for the year? So based on the document that we have, which we're going to be using now, please let's be fast because our time, December does not joke with our time, it's almost time. So we're going to write our goals. What are the 3 most important goals to you? Remember, we talked about what is closest to your heart, what resonates most to you. So we're going to write those down for your health. Why do they matter to you? Right? Write that down. What are your 5 major dietary goals? What are you going to be doing differently? You have that document. I'll be sharing it in a moment also. So I use it to write, your 5 major dietary goals. What are your 5 major fitness goals? What are you going to do differently? Commit to 5 major health checks this year. Commit to major actions to help boost your immune system. What are you going to do about your skin, your hair? And then you're going to tick and say, I promise to stay committed and take every action needed to meet the goals I've set. I will stay disciplined and focused, knowing that achieving them is a reflection of how much I love and value myself. I, I want to look and feel my best. Then you tick. I agree and submit. All right. So now that we've done that, let's go over this document right away quickly. So do we all have our pens and papers to write or type in or whatever? Are we ready? You ready? Let me know in the comment section that you're ready. Are you ready? This is the real reason that we're here. Are we ready? People of God, are we ready?
Yes.
And if you can't open the Google Doc right now, you can actually just journal and then transfer to the Google Doc. The Google Doc is for us to see your goals, right? So that we can hold you accountable to them. But if you can't use the Google Doc now, you can just write down the goals in a paper or a book and submit the Google Doc later.
All right. So it was what that you're writing something. So this paper, use pen, let's write. All right. So reflect on your current health and wellness journey, where you are right now. Tell yourself the truth. This is a moment of truth. All right. This is a moment of reflection. Where are you? When I was talking, something must have struck you. That's the work of the Holy Spirit to remind us about stuff, to tell us stuff, to convict us. So when I was talking, something must have occurred to you and be like, oh my God, I'm not doing my best in this area. So think about that. Now, what are your key areas for improvement and growth? What are you not doing well? Are you a Coke lover? Are you a bread lover? Are you, you know yourself. If you're only sitting down, no exercise, all of those kind of things, you're not sleeping well, you watch Netflix from morning to night, all night. I have a sister that loves to watch movies in the night. So that's affect her sleep quality. If you're like that also, you know where to improve, because that will come in handy as you're setting your goals. Now we're going to set realistic achievable goals, right? Or steps to achieve your health goals. So you can actually have an overarching goal. You can have one major goal and be like, okay, I want to do. Then you now write smaller goals under or steps to achieve that goal. So number one, setting your ultimate smart health goals. Like I said, this is the overarching goal. What is the big thing? What's that big thing you want to achieve, right? So do you want brighter skin, clearer skin, more beautiful skin? Do you want a healthier weight? Your weight depends on your height, basically. So this 80 is just an example. Some people might not need up to 80. Some people might need to come below 80, right? So your personal target weight. What are you trying to lose? 10 kg, 15 kg in 3 months, like that. So what is your overarching smart goal? Annual health checkup, full body medical examination before December. So you might, if it might depend on what you want to check. It might be a little bit expensive. You can say, okay, I'm going to start saving 10,000 naira every month towards getting a full body physical by August, something like that. So get the cervical cancer vaccine. This is extremely important. Before that, you need to get tested, do your HPV test, and possibly a pap smear, and then get the vaccine. So you can say you want to complete your HPV vaccination by Q3, yeah, of this year. Then you want to improve your hormonal balance. Many women have PCOS, for example. PCOS, that's something I have a lot of knowledge about, and it can mess with your hormones. If you have PCOS here, you are more likely to feel stress, and the effect of stress will show, right? Among other things. So this can be one of your goals, to get your hormones under control. So you might want to get a hormone panel test, do some tests, know exactly what is going on with your body, adjust your diet accordingly, with the results, then track your menstrual health. If you have PCOS, for example, and that's not the only hormone, but we're all women, so I'm using PCOS as an example. You might have issues with your menstruation, so you want to track it. You want to know exactly what is going on with your period. Strengthen immunity. If you're always falling sick, malaria today, typhoid tomorrow, all up and down, you might need to strengthen your immunity. So that can be one of your steps, rather one of your goals, a big goal, one of your 3 major goals. You might want to prioritize your mental health. If you've been feeling down, feeling gloomy, feeling depressed, you know what to do. Improving gut health. This is for everybody, but especially for people who have issues with their gut. If you are always bloated, you're always feeling like you have constipation, you're always having problems with your belly, you might need to improve your gut health. And enhance physical strength. For every woman, if you're above 30, this is important for you. You need to start prioritizing your physical strength, because your body will start going into decline. You start having more fat than muscle, and you need to start building your muscle and your joints. So sleep quality, like I said earlier, if you're not getting enough sleep, now is the time to correct it. So write your goals, and then let's go. That's section 1. Are we done? If you can unmute yourself, that would be great, because this needs to be interactive as much as possible. I need to know people that. Okay, someone said that Idemasi is distracted. That's fine. But guys, I need to hear back from you. Did you get this part, section 1? Did you get it? If I was not sharing my screen, I'd have said turn on your camera so I can see your faces, boy.
Yes, it's very clear.
Okay, guys. So have you written your goals? Because this is what you're going to now fill into your Google Doc later, and then show us. You understand? So it's great that everybody follows. I've heard only one is clear. Is everybody else following, please?
Yes, Doc, but just wanted to ask a question. I see you wrote 5 goals. Does it have to be 5? Can it be more?
No.
Can it be less?
I'll prefer for it to be under 5. So 5 is the max. If you have 15 goals, it's difficult for you to hit all of them. These are just health goals. You're going to have relationship goals. You're going to have, all the kinds of goals. So you might want to just keep it short. Remember we talked about, targeted, concise, achievable, realistic, right? So you can do 3 to 5. Now, the steps under those ones now can be more than 5. You have 3 to 5 major goals, and then you now have steps. You understand, right? So you can have 3 to 5 goals
Yes,
and then
I
have
do.
steps under the goals. Yeah. All right. Okay, so let's go back to section 2. For food, we're going to have another live where we'll talk more, but you know yourself more than anybody else. You know whether you're eating well, you know. So let us look at this document. Take a look at the document. 5 servings daily of vegetables and fruits in various colors. Are you doing that? If we had more time, I would have thought a bit about health, about food, but we don't have time. So this document would serve for now, right? To show you some guidelines. If you look at it and it's not what you're doing, you know what to do. So when you're choosing food, it's important that you choose foods that are very natural, as natural as possible. You need to cut down on over processed food. And an easy way to do that is think about the food you're about to eat. And you're like, can I think about how from harvesting to now that this food is in front of me? Can I think of all the steps this food went through? If you can't think about all the steps you went through, then you might be a bit in trouble with that food. For example, if I serve you pounded yam or white yam, you can think harvested, cut, and boiled and pounded. You can think about it, and you can replicate it in your kitchen if you want. However, if I give you Fanta and tell you, can you tell me how this Fanta came to be? They'll tell you it's after all, we got some of the ingredients from the ground. Okay, fine. Can you replicate it? You can't even think about it. You don't even know. So that already gives you an idea of what you should be eating and what is not good for you. So choose whole grains, and then also natural foods usually contain fiber. Fiber is extremely important, especially for every human being. And then if you want to even boost your gut health, fiber is number one. If you want to prevent diabetes, fiber is number one. If you want to lose weight, fiber is number one. So you need to choose whole foods because they contain fiber. Fruits, vegetables, all those kind of things. Yam, also they have fiber in them, right? So when you want to eat protein, women do not eat enough protein. Women do not eat enough protein. And you need protein. You need a lot of protein. So both plant-based proteins, both animal protein, add them to your meals. If you want to lose weight, this is extremely important for you and for everybody else, because otherwise you'll be losing muscle. Healthy fats, olive oil, avocados, fish, these are things that should form part of your meals. Water, aim for 8+ glasses of water. You don't have to, you may not eat it every day, but it's a good way to, it's a good goal. Cut down on sugar. Cut down on sugar. Please cut down on sugar. You can't at this age be eating that much sugar. In fact, you can't at any age. Even children shouldn't be consuming sugar, but just a lot of things have gone wrong in our society. So limit ultra processed. We already talked about that. All those things that you can't trace them. You don't know how they came about. Reduce them. Excess salt, unhealthy fats, sugars. Portion control, right? Get a plate. Let half of the plate be vegetables. Only half of the plate. Then the remaining half divide into two. Protein on one side, and then your yam, your rice, or whatever on the other side. Try this and tell me your experience. You're going to be so amazed at how full you'll be, at how much weight you're going to drop without even thinking about it, and how healthy you're going to be. I talked about fiber already. Beans has a lot of fiber, fruits have fiber, vegetables have fiber, whole grains, or further rice, brown rice, abakaliki rice, all of that, they're whole grains and they have fiber. Avoid late night eating. What are you looking for in the kitchen? By 10, 11, 12, you're watching movie, go and sleep. We're talking about sleep, so go and sleep. If you're sleeping, you won't be hungry, right? So avoid emotional eating. It's very easy. It happens to almost everybody. When you're stressed, that's why you must control your stress. When your hormones are out of whack, when your emotions are all over the place, you're going to want to eat. And it's not vegetable you'll be craving, it's going to be junk. Whenever your emotions are out of place and you want to eat something, just check it. You're going to start looking for something sugary, something to munch on. That is what your body will be looking for at that time, because your emotions, your hormones are over the place. All right. So have we set our dietary goals? If you have, please let me know so we can go back to the next thing. Have you written out the things that you're going to change, what you're going to like to do better? Remember, I was going to ask me questions. So if you have something that you're not clear about, just note it down somewhere and we'll get to it. But have you written down some things that you want to stop and what you want to increase and so on? If you have, please let me know.
Ladies, please, in the comments, you can just let her know if you've done it. If you've not done it, it's still okay to say I've not done it, instead of just not saying anything. It doesn't make her feel that you're listening in. So please drop in the comments if you're following, if you intend to do it later because you're on transit, whatever the situation is, please communicate it in the chats. Thank you.
We can't go forward if we don't get more responses, okay? Because this is supposed to be
Doc, there are comments in the chats. They are commenting in the chats.
All right, cool. I've seen that. All right, so we're going to section 3, your fitness goals. Many of us are extremely sedentary. Our aim is 10,000 steps a day, according to science. So I would advise that you start checking your steps. Remember that one of the SMART goals parameter is measurable. You must be able to measure. So we say 10,000 steps. How are you going to measure it? So your phone can help you count your steps. You can get a fitness watch, right, that can help you count your steps. So you can walk in place, you can take a walk outside, you can just general movement will count up to 10,000 steps. That's one. You can choose to play a sport. I said to go to practice once or twice a week. You can join the gym. And this year, if you try to join the gym, please don't waste your money. Don't join the gym and then not go, right? We'll keep you accountable. So if you want to join the gym, right, I'll join the gym and go 3-4 times a week, 5 times a week, whatever. We are going to be asking, we're going to follow up to make sure that you actually go. Your money is not going to waste this year. Amen? So, you focus on things like strength, endurance, flexibility. Look, we are getting older, this year is the year you're going to lift weights. No matter how afraid you are, please lift weights. Once, twice a week, lift some weights. You need it. Your muscle needs it. Your bones, your joints need it. So add it. If you're going to the gym, add that you're going to lift weights. You're going to walk 10,000 steps. You're going to do cardio. Write what you're going to do, right? And then if you're going to the gym, you can still do your strength training at home. You can get dumbbells in the house. You can use a bottle and add stones and sand to make it heavy. Just do something. Go squats with your body weight. That's still strength training, right? Squats, lunges with your body weight. All those are strength training. So do that, right? You can start a dance class. You can join Zumba classes. You can do salsa. You can do whatever that helps you to move your body. Yoga, Pilates, do all of this. These are great exercises to do, right? And you can have a fitness challenge. You can say 30-day yoga challenge, 30-day walking challenge, 10,000 steps, to help kickstart your body, because your body, like I said, your body will always go back to the familiar. So you need something that will push it into the new habits. So by the time you do it for 30 days, your body starts getting used to it, right? So you can do a 5K run, plank challenge, do whatever you need to do. Martial arts class, swimming, you can do any of this. Now, these are not all the things you should do. These are some of the ideas for you to pick from, right? So, or you can customize your own if what you want to do is not here. These are just ideas. You can join a group fitness class, take regular walks, hiking. I hate hiking, but I like taking walks. So you can choose what works for you. You can decide to run, get a fitness body from among us here, or someone close to you, your husband, your boyfriend, your best friend, whoever is close to your sister, your brother. Get a fitness body. That would help you stay committed. All right, so that's section 3. That's for fitness goals. So pick from here if it resonates with you, or I can just give you an idea to set your own. So are we done with writing this, or have you made a note somewhere? on what you're going to do later. If you have, please let me know and we can move on.
Yes, Doc, you're following. You can move on, please.
All right, so health checks, I'll just run through this briefly. You need to do a blood sugar test. As long as you're an adult, please know at least once a year, unless the result is bad and then you can now start doing more regularly and then get some help. But if it's normal, once a year is fine if you have no issues, especially if you have a family history of diabetes. Blood pressure at least once a year, unless it goes up, then you have to make it more regular, right? Cholesterol levels every 4 to 6 years or as recommended. 4 to 6 years for average adult, unless the result has an issue, then you have to do it more frequently while you're getting help. Mammogram, if you're 40 and above, every 1 to 2 years, please go get your breast checked so you can catch if there's any change in your breast tissue. And if you're younger than 40 years, you can go for an ultrasound of the breast, right? Because 40 years and above is for mammogram. If you're younger, like at something to something, you can go and do an ultrasound of the breast. That can help also to pinpoint if there's any change in your breast. Pap smear for everybody. Once you're 18 to once you're 65, please do a pap smear every 2 to 5 years. Before the pap smear, you likely do an HPV test. They'll check you, Please, this is extremely important. Cervical cancer kills, but it's 100% preventable. That's the funny thing. It's a cancer that kills women that is preventable with vaccine and early treatment. So please, everybody on this, add this one. Everybody should add this one, pap smear, to their health goals. Add this HPV test plus pap smear. These are the two. Do the two, and then by the grace of God, it's negative, get your vaccine. If it's positive, they treat you immediately, right? And clear it out. Then you repeat every 2 to 5 years until that age. Now, bone density test, if you're 50 and above, this one, if most people here are not 50 and above, I don't think so. But once you get 50 and above, your bone density test. All right, so write that down and we move on. Immune system, skin, nails, and hair. Please let's not forget, we talked about executive presence. You walk in, everybody sees you. The girl with the beautiful hair, everybody will see it. The girl with the beautiful skin, everybody will see it. Beautiful nails, people notice, right? So you need to make sure that you are optimizing these areas because you're a woman and every detail matters. Now, the truth is that the way your skin, nails, and hair look must first of all come from outside. We are too interested in doing makeup, but you have to look good, from the inside out. So that even on the days that your makeup, it will even enhance your makeup, but with or without makeup, you look good. All right. So you need 5 servings of vegetable and fruit daily, every day, right? You need fruits and vegetables for your skin to look fine. If you have skin issues, you need to get them treated, and you must make sure that your diet is optimized. Now, supplements can address common deficiencies in nutrition. So it's always best to consult a doctor before starting any supplement, because some of them you can overdose on supplements. To be honest, you can overdose, right? But for generally, magnesium, vitamin D, omega-3, iron, most people would need this. Most people are magnesium deficient. Most people are vitamin D deficient. Most people are omega-3 deficient. Although vitamin D, if you get a lot of sun, your body will be making vitamin D, right? And if you're in Nigeria, but you need sunscreen, and most people are always avoiding the sun anyway. So you might need to get supplemented with vitamin D. But magnesium is important. It will help your hormones, it will help your sleep, it will help your stress levels. Omega-3 is fantastic. You need this for your brain. I talked about brain food, right? Omega-3 is a brain food. Iron. Women lose blood. Many women are anemic. Many women are borderline anemic because of blood loss during menstruation. So iron. Also eat iron-rich food, vegetables, beans, meats, iron-rich foods, right? So skincare is part of self-care. Don't allow your skin to be rusty. Oh my goodness. Please don't allow your skin to look anyhow. Try your best. Cleanse it, moisturize, use your sunscreen, and exfoliate weekly. You must not spend 100,000 naira on skincare. You can get basic things, basic cleanser, basic moisturizer, beautiful things that will last you for some time. You don't need to do 100 things. Women sometimes complicate matters. You have 100 bottles on your shelf. What are they doing there? They're not having pain. You don't know where it's coming from. You don't even know what you're even reacting to. So follow a very simple routine. Cleanse, moisturize, sunscreen, exfoliate. All right. Next. So I'm talking now. I know that it's hitting some of you. You know that your nails are not looking good. Go and clean those nails. Clean it, clean it. Go and visit the technician to get rid of. See my own. Nothing is even on my nails. So if the stray bullet hits you, you know what to do. Remove the nail that has gone half. Remove it. Clean everything, right? Make sure that you appear clean. All right. Immune system goals. Drink water. Talked about water already. Immune boosting herbal tea like ginger tea, green tea, these are great for you. Exercise daily. People don't know that exercise boosts the immune system. Exercising even helps the skin. The skin will pop, right? Sleeping well will boost your immune system. Most people who do not sleep well end up falling ill and out of hospitals. So please sleep well. Your immune system will be boosted. Take your vitamin C, your zinc, your other berries to your immune system. These are all. Then take oranges, take fruits, like I said earlier. Look, fruits and vegetables will take care of half of the problems. So make sure that you're getting them in. Stress management, very important. Stress will reduce your immune system. That's why whenever you're under stress, you start having flu. Stress will drop your immune system and you can catch anything that's in the environment. So please practice stress management. Meditate on the word of God. Meditate, calm yourself, stop and get yourself together. Journal, write how you're feeling. Most times when you write down how you're feeling, you find out that you've poured it out and you no longer feel stressed, you no longer feel anxious and the way you were. Breathe in and out. This one is science-backed. All of them, all these are science-backed method. Breathe in and out. Before you scream at that person in your workplace or at your staff, breathe in and breathe out. We talked about emotional stability. Don't be seen as a woman who cannot handle her emotions. So whenever they trigger you, breathe in, breathe out. It's also very good for your immune system and your skin, so you don't start aging so quickly. All right. So skin goals, talk about a very simple, it's a cleanse, tone, hydrates, and the sunscreen. Exfoliate twice a week, right? Or weekly, depending on the product that you're using. They'll usually tell you what to do to remove dead cells. Invest in anti-aging skincare. I didn't used to pay attention to this, but man, we're no longer getting younger, so we need to take care of our skin. I started taking care of my doing the whole anti-aging thing. Vitamin C, collagen, retinol, these are fine, but find out how to use them. Retinol especially has some things that you must know how to use it. Like you don't go under the sun after using retinol, or you only use at night, for example. So find out exactly how to use these things when you buy them. Moisturize regularly. Please, every day moisturize your skin so you'll be looking good, without makeup. Then sleep well for your skin. Sleep covers everything. Sleep is in everything that has to do with the health, right? So 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. You need to rest, shut down, remove your phone, turn off your light, close your eyes and sleep. God gives his beloved what? Sleep. Sleep, people of God, sleep. All right, so nails. Talked about maintaining neat and polished nails. Please go and see your nail appointment person every 2 weeks. Or if you're doing it at home, make sure you're always neat, polished, well maintained. If you find that you don't have the time to always fix fresh nails, cut nails and keep them clean. Just cut it. Nobody's going to just make sure your nails are always clean. If it's long, make sure it's always clean. And we're not going to start seeing dirt under your nails and all of that. It's a turn off, right? Then moisturize, buy hand creams and use oil, rub so your hands can be soft, can be clean. And apply nail straighteners to ensure your nails remain strong and resilient if you're keeping longer nails. Then trim nails regularly. Make sure that they are well shaped. If you have long nails, that's fine, but make sure that it's well shaped. Then if you're keeping short nails, don't be in between. It's either short or it's long, but let it be clean at all times. Avoid nail damage. Stop biting your nails. Stress can make you bite your nails. Stop biting your nails. Stop rough handling your nails. Make sure that whenever people see you, when you shake a person during a meeting, they're seeing beautiful hands, they're seeing clean hands. Now for your hair, eat well. If you eat well, your hair will grow. Then use very good hair product. Please, make sure that if you're wearing a wig, let the wig be clean, let it be properly whether it's coily or straight or whatever, but let it be good. Let it look good. Then for your natural hair, make sure you take care of the natural hair. Keep it neat, keep it styled. That when you come into the room, people know that somebody that is a high value entrepreneur is there. Wash your hair once a week. If you don't have braids in, wash it, right? But make sure that you do not keep braids for too long, that your hair starts to smell. Make sure that you wash your wigs, treat your wigs very well. Deep condition your hair when you're washing, get a hair routine basically and follow it strictly. Make sure that your hair is clean. Protect the hair from heat damage. Limit the use of heat styling tools or use a heat protectant spray to prevent damage. Take care of your scalp. Don't be having dandruff. If you have dandruff, buy an anti-dandruff shampoo and treat it. Don't have all of that in your hair. It doesn't look good. So moisturize your hair. Use leave-in conditioner, oils, hair serums. Keep your hair looking. If you use your natural hair, let your hair look fine. Let people pay you compliments. See, beauty is currency. Don't let anybody deceive you. Beauty is currency. So look the best of your natural. See, I always tell people, beauty is not about what other people look like. It's about being the best of yourself. Your weight, your weight should be the best weight for yourself, for your stature. Not everybody will be slim. Not everybody will have figure eight. But what is the perfect weight for your stature? That's what you should aim for. What is the perfect look for your own kind of face? Not Kim's face, your kind of face. Use it, right? So follow, be the best version of you. And trust me, your confidence will soar. And you need confidence in this your journey towards success. So style your hair to reflect professionalism. Make sure it's always tidy whenever you're seen, right? Make sure that you're looking good, your business ready, you're ready. Anytime somebody sees you on the road, don't get to hide yourself because somebody saw you looking anyhow. So make sure that every time you step out of the house, you're looking beautiful. So this is the end of this document. And I believe that by now, we have all seen areas that we can take a note of and we can say, okay, I'm going to set these goals and I'm going to start pushing towards these goals starting now. So guys, let me know in the comment section how far with where you are now, and if you're done with all of this, and if you have questions, now is the time to ask. I'll stop sharing. Okay, no, I'll leave sharing for now, just in case you need me to go back on anything. All right, please, ladies, let me know.
Thank you so much, Dr. Marvy. Please, can we put like some fire reaction and love? Because I don't know about you, but I have definitely learned a lot, and I already see all the areas where I need to set my goals. I have set my goals before, but I am going to go and adjust them. And the most important thing I want you to know is that if you see me, let me put on my video so that people will see that you already see that I've already been sending you crazy amount of messages. I am going to be can you see me? People see me. I am going to be your police officer, your ghost police. I am going to pursue you. I'm going to be your DM. As long as you're in Yewa, the day you decide that you're not doing Yewa again, that's fine. That's fine. You can say, well, I'm not doing again. I'm tired of you, man. I'm tired of you. You can be tired of me and run. But as long as you're here, the goals that you set, right? The goals that you set, we are going to be on you to ensure that you hit them. So all the goals that Dr. Marvy mentioned regarding screening, they are going to be important. I'm going to even find a way to see how I can get you locations close to you for yourself. Every woman in this group would do their cervical cancer screening. We're going to get vaccinated. Every woman in this group, including me. I've been hearing about cervical cancer for almost 5 years, or if not more, but I've not done my cervical cancer screening. So I'm going to, depending on your location, I'm going to find, and we can do it as a group. I might even be able to find a way which we could do it as a group. So please, let's do it. And because Dr. Marvy's she couldn't share her screen, I want to beg you guys for 10 extra minutes. So it means that we'll be wrapping up at exactly 6:40. I want to beg for 10 extra minutes so that we can ask Dr. Marvy questions. She's here. She's an experienced doctor, and she's very big on nutrition. And if you have questions regarding like anything she mentioned, I saw a question in the chat, something about sex. Is it when you're sexually active or something like that? So I
Yeah,
think it was from AY. Ayani, so if you can unmute your mic, if you have questions, or you can just drop it in the chat so that Dr. Marvy, please just 10 extra minutes. I promise 6:40 will be out. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am, please, can I just start with the ones in the comment section, then other people can, just make it faster. You can drop in the comment section. Let me answer straight from the comment section instead of everybody talking, right? So that would, help us.
Yes, please. That's fine.
All right.
Yes.
So someone said, if I fill the Google, don't write anything. No, if you fill the Google form already, as long as your goals are specific and they're smart, that's fine. We'll take it from there. If you need to add anything, you can always let us know. You can add more to it if you need to adjust anything. All right. Okay, you already responded, right? Okay, cool. Let me see. Good. Are there places we can go to that don't cost so much for Pilates? So Pilates is, unfortunately, I'm going to be honest with you, it's expensive, right? Because of, that things are basically how right? Things are just how people see things. Because people see it as a rich man thing. So most people that offer Pilates are going to kind of make it expensive. However, if you pay for a gym membership, I remember iFitness, for example, is expensive. iFitness. However, they have Pilates class as part of your subscription. So you can do everything else plus Pilates. Places that offer only Pilates are usually expensive. And iFitness is, they offer it alongside everything else, strength training and all the other classes and all of that. So that might be a better deal for you, right? Next would be HPV vaccine. No, it's not for only people who are sexually active, please. If you have not had sex before, if nothing has ever happened, not active right now, if you are a virgin, for example, you might not need the test, but you will need the vaccine. Right? But if you've had sex, even if it's 100 years ago, you still need to get the test done. Sometimes they don't give the vaccine to women who are a bit like older. You only get the test. Find out from the health practitioner which one, where you fall under, because I don't know your age and all of that. That's the answer to that. 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Yes, so 7 to 8 hours is a recommended number of hours of sleep. Please, excuse me. If you sleep from 10 to 5 a.m., 10 to 5, that's already 7 hours. 10 to 5. So what are you doing awake past 10? And 5 a.m. is a good time to wake up and pray. So that's already 7 hours. So please, nobody has any reason. Yes, I know you're living in Lagos. You have to wake up early and all of that. Find a way to go to bed earlier or to wake up later. Please find a way. Your health matters. Yes, avoid sun exposure as much as possible. Yes, I agree. Are there any vitamins you advise that we take? Yes, we already covered that in that document. Right. So supplements you should take. It's not just about taking multivitamins generally. We already talked about vitamin C, talked about zinc, talked about magnesium, right? I mentioned it earlier, so I'm guessing you dropped this before I said that. Or if you didn't get that part, you can go back to document if you have it and look at what I recommended. All right.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, so there are different kinds of magnesium. That's the truth, right? And each one has a specific function. There are about 8 different kinds of magnesium. Let me see, give me a second. Most people, I think it's magnesium citrate, right? It has a better absorbability if you must take just one. So you can go for magnesium citrate. But I think that
Hello, sir.
there's a little bit of back and forth.
Can you open the door, Joe? Open the door.
Magnesium
What do you think
glycinate
it is?
is better
Oh my
for
God.
use.
Please open the door.
Why
Go
citrate
upstairs.
type of short-term
I'm
goals?
telling you who I
You might
am
want to
for
go
my
for
help.
magnesium glycinate. You're going to be using
I
it for a
just got
long
here.
time. All right.
Ebose, please mute your mic. Ebose, sorry, Doc, please. Ebose, mute your mic, please.
So magnesium citrate, like I was saying, is easily absorbed more than the others. However, some people complain that it affects their stomach. So magnesium glycinate is not as absorbed as citrates, but it doesn't have as much reaction with the belly. So you can try citrates and see how you feel, right? And or glycinate, depending on the one that's available to you. Yeah, so this sleep one, most people fail with this sleep one. So please try and prioritize your sleep. Set alarms. I used to set alarm to get my body to adjust to sleep. I used to set alarm. I have a sleep alarm on my phone. Once it's 10 p.m., my phone will go dark. Just go black and white, grayscale, and come back on around 5 a.m. That was how I trained my body to start sleeping for 7 hours. Okay, I think there are no more questions here. So are we okay? Are we done? Any more questions that you have?
Okay. I guess we are right on time. Thank you so much, Dr. Marvy. Oh, I really, truly appreciate you making out time. In fact, they will not know what we had to do to ensure that that you were able to meet this session today. Let's just celebrate Dr. Marvy. Please, you can follow her on Instagram. It's at Ask Dr. Marvy. Am I correct, Ma? And there's also
Yes, please.
Dr. Marvy. Yes. Ask Dr. Marvy. She's going to be a coach in the accountability program that is starting February 10th. So if you're interested in setting your health goals, hitting your health goals, she's going to be one of the coaches that will be helping you stay accountable. Thank you, everyone. I just want to encourage participation. Just take us as your own. Take everybody on this group as your sisters. Personally, I'm committed to being your sister, your younger sister, your big sister, your baby sister. I've already made a commitment to be your sister, and on the form that was filled, many women here also made that commitment. So please feel free to engage. The women have dropped their profiles on the group. Follow your sisters, follow your Yewa sisters on Instagram. If you see that they make any posts, please engage. We should be our own biggest supporters. Our voice should be the loudest when one of our sisters achieve a goal. And if you also like I'm also open to featuring some of our accomplishments on the Yewa page. So if you're graduating, if you're doing something awesome, for instance, Chinaza is opening up. Should I say? But Chinaza is doing the launch of our co-creative. So our own is not co-working space. Our own is a co-thinking space. She's going to be opening up our co-thinking space in Oniru, and I'm sure she's going to be sending us an invite so that we can come, right, to launch that with her. So if you have anything that you would like us to project and let people know, please do share. And thank you for coming. I wish you the best day ahead. Fill your goals. If you've not filled your goal, if I go and check by tomorrow and I don't see your health goals, you will see me in your DM. Don't be angry. Just forgive me in advance, because I will be coming to your DM. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Doc. I wish you the best rest of the day.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for having me.
Bye, guys. Bye. So you can just say bye before you leave. You can say bye or mute your mic and say hi to people you haven't met.
Bye.
Yes, and say hi and then bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you,
See you
Dr. Marvy.
See you
Thank
tomorrow.
Thank
Same
you,
time. See you tomorrow.
Bye. Thank you.
Please, if you leave a comment in the Telegram group about what you felt about the session, I'm sure Dr. Marvy will be happy to read from you. Just drop your feedback. What do you think, in the group chat, and I'll make sure she gets it. Bye, guys. Doctor, bye.
Bye. Bye.